Dear student, myself Rajendra Asiri, I am assistant professor in computer science department at Government Bangad PG College, Dindona. In the previous lecture, we started the lecture series on indexing and hashing, and after that, query processing concept we started. In query processing, we discussed various concepts till now under the subject database and management system. So till now, we done query processing, various steps involved in a query processing, then how to measure a query cost. In that, different operation we took, like selection operation. With help of various algorithm we calculated the query cost of the selection operation. Then some complex operation like select. Under the select we took the nested join, then hash join, index join, block join, and aggregation function also we discussed. Okay, then in the just previous class, in just previous lecture, we started join operation. In that join operation, we discussed set union, then set intersection, and set difference. Okay, and evaluation of the expression. In order to evaluate expression, we can calculate the expression or evaluate the expression in various ways. So some concept we discussed like materialization. Okay, how to remove the duplicates in a query. Okay, so materialization. So again, we are starting with the concept evolution of the expression. Just a brief I am giving, and then we go in detail about materialization and pipelining, right? So far we have seen the algorithm for individual operations. Clear? Now there are some alternative for evaluating an entire expression tree, like materialization. In materialization, we generate results of an expression whose inputs are relations or are already computed. Now materialize means store it on the disk and then repeat the materialization process again, right? Now next is pipelining. In pipelining, we pass on tuples to parent operation even as an operation is being executed, right? So we are studying in more detail in the upcoming slides. First, materialization. Materialized evaluation. Uh, we need to evaluate one operation at a time, starting at lowest level. After that, use that intermediate results materialized into temporary relation to evaluate the next level operation. Like if you want to calculate from the account relation all the balances which are having amount less than 2500, then how to do that? So here suppose we are writing, first we are doing the projection operation on the customer name, then the join operation. One relation is customer, which will be treated second relation, and account is the first relation. So we require the query, or we require the information from the account relation. There is no role of customer, so we will not do anything with the customer. Now in the join, we are going in the select operation, and we are putting the condition balance less than 2500 from the account relation. So in this manner we can calculate the intermediate result, which can be further used. Now materialization. The materialized evolution is always applicable. The cost of writing results to the disk and reading them back can be quite high. Okay, once we need to write the data on the disk. Materializing means the just putting the operation intermediate result on the disk. So once we are writing, after that we can read them back. It so the cost will be very high. So our cost formula for operations ignore the cost of writing results to the disk. So the overall cost will be sum of cost of individual operation plus cost of writing intermediate result to the disk. So this is the formula of the overall disk in case of the materialization. Now double buffering, we use two output buffer for each operation, then one is full, write it to the disk while the other is getting the field, right? Now it allow overlap of the disk write with computation, and it reduces the execution time. Clear? Now next concept is pipelining. What is pipelining? As the name implies, in pipelining, we can divide our query in various part, in various intermediate form, and uh, when one part is completing at the parallelly, the other previous part can be done, right? So, in technical term, what is pipeline evaluation? Evaluate several operations simultaneously or parallelly is called as pipeline evolution. Now, how? Passing the result of one operation on to the next. Okay. Suppose in the previous case, we want to perform a query to access the balance less than 2500 from the account relation. If we want to perform the same example or same query with pipelining, then how to do that? Don't store the result of sigma balance less than 2500 from the account. Instead of this, we can pass, in case of pipelining, instead of doing this intermediate result calculation, what we can do, we can pass the tuples directly to the join. Similarly, don't store result of the join. Pass the tuples directly to the projection. Clear? Very important. In this, we have to pass the tuple directly to the join. Very important point. Pass the tuple directly to the join. Similarly, don't store the result of the join. Pass tuple directly to the projection. Means rather than just we can say storing the result of intermediate, we are just passing one stage output is given to the next stage. Clear? So it is much cheaper than the materialization, because in materialization we are storing the intermediate results. So more and more result we will store, more memory, more storage it consume, and it will be more expensive. In pipelining, no need to store the intermediate results, right? So it is much cheaper than the materialization, and no need to store a temporary relation on the disk. Pipelining may not always be possible, like sort, hash join, etc. Okay, for pipelining to be effective, use evolution algorithms that generate output tuple even as tuples are received for the inputs for to the operation. Right? Means for pipelining, if in order to make a pipelining concept effective, use the evolution algorithm that generate output tuple even as tuples are received for input to the operation, right? Very important concept. Now pipelining can be executed in two ways: demand driven and producer driven. In two ways we can implement the concept of pipelining. It can be demand driven or it can be producer driven, right? So pipelining continuing. In demand driven, or it is also called as lazy evolution. Why? Because as the name implies, demand driven means whenever demand will be there or we are requesting for the pipelining, then only it will be implemented. So this is explicit, we can say. Explicit means we need to do manually. But in second, producer driven, it is eager, it is also called as eager or fast or quick pipelining. Why? Because it can be generally it is a implicit. Okay. Now in demand driven or lazy evolution, what will happen? System repeatedly request next tuple from top level operation. Each operation request next tuple from children operation as required in order to output its next tuple, right? So in between the calls, operation has to maintain the state so it knows what to return the next. Second category, in producer driven or eager pipelining, what will happen? Operators produce tuples eagerly, means implicitly or automatically, and pass them up to their parents. Now what happened? Buffer maintained between operators. Child puts tuple in buffer and parent remove tuple from the buffer. This concept is very important. What will happen? Buffer maintained between the operator. Buffer maintained between the operator. Child puts tuple in the buffer and after that what will happen, parent remove the tuple from the buffer. Okay, now if buffer is full, child wait till there is space in the buffer and then generate the more tuple. Now, system schedules operations that have space in output buffer and can process more input tuples. Now, there are some alternate names for this pipelining model, pull and push models of pipelining. So, by continuing the pipeline, now if you want to implement the demand driven pipelining, then what are the various functions involved? Clear? So, we are discussing now. Each operation is implemented as an iterator implementing the following operation, right? Means each operation will be treated as the iterator, right? Keep on repeating. First operation is open. What happen? So suppose we want to do file scan, then what we need to do? Initialize the file scan. After that, how to maintain the state? Pointer to beginning to of the file, right? Next example, merge join. In merge join, we need to sort the relation. Then state pointer to beginning of the sorted relation, right? Now next operation is next next function. Suppose for scan we are doing output the next tuple and advance and then store the file pointer. For merge join we need to continue with merge from earlier state till the next output tuple is found. Then we need to save the pointer as iterator state. And third one is close function. Now evaluation algorithm for the pipelining. Some algorithms are not able to output the results even as they get input tuples, right? Example, merge join and hash join. Merge join and hash join are the algorithm which are not able to output the results even they are getting the input tuple, right? So intermediate results which are written on the disk and then we need to read them back, right? Why? Because they are not able to output the results, still even they are getting the input value. So in this case we need to the intermediate result need to return to the disk and then we can read them back. Next is algorithm variant to generate at least some results on the fly as input tuples are read in. Example, hybrid hash join which can generate output tuple even as prob relation tuples in the in-memory partition like partition 0 are read in. Now next is pipelined join technique. Hybrid hash join modified to buffer partition 0 tuples of both the relation in memory. Now reading them as they become available and after that output results of any match between partition of the 0 tuple. Now when a new R0 tuple is found, what happen? We need to match it with the existing S0 tuples and then if output matches then we need to save it in the relation R0 and symmetrically vice versa we can do for the S0 tuples also. Clear? So till now in this lecture we covered two concepts. First is materialization. In so evaluation of expression of can be implemented with help of two concept, materialization and pipelining. In materialization we mainly focused on the calculating the intermediate results. Clear? Then the intermediate results can be used as and when required. In materialization the writing cost we need to writing to the disk we need to ignore that cost. So the overall cost will be sum of cost of individual operation plus cost of writing the intermediate result to the disk. So here we are just what doing intermediate result calculation is the main thing. In pipelining what we are doing we are just dividing the query in various stages and output of the one stage is the input of the next stage. So in this manner we are not storing any intermediate results in case of pipelining. After that, two categories we discussed: demand driven or lazy evolution, and second is producer driven and the eager pipelining, right? Then some functions like open, next and close discussed. Then how to evaluate algorithm for pipelining joint technique we discussed in detail. So that's all from this lecture. Thank you.